Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're here for the first time, I am so glad you found us. Today we're diving into a book that honestly changed the way I think about cooking. It's called The Cook's Herb Garden, written by gardener Jeff Cox and French cook Marie-Pierre Moine. And let me tell you, it's one of those rare books that is equally useful whether your hands are covered in potting soil or flour. Look, we've all been there. You buy that expensive, sad little plastic bundle of cilantro at the grocery store, you use maybe a couple of sprigs, and then you just watch the rest turn into this gross green sludge in the fridge. It's the worst. But if you've ever looked at an empty window box or a neglected patch of dirt and thought, man, I wish I knew what to do with that, well, this explainer is definitely for you. We're going to replace that fridge sludge with a thriving, endless supply of flavor right at home. So stick around, because we're looking at the whole seed to saucepan life cycle today. We'll hit the soul of great cooking, how to choose your perfect herbs, growing them with absolute confidence, harvesting and storing them smartly, and finally transforming your everyday meals. Let's get right into it. Starting with Section 1, the soul of great cooking. And the big takeaway here is that herbs are way more than just a garnish. Jeff Cox, who actually gardens out in Sonoma County, California, puts it perfectly. He calls herbs the absolute champions of the kitchen garden. See, those essential oils, the exact things that make rosemary smell all piney or basil smell sweet and spicy, those oils actually evolved as the plant's built-in defense against insects and fungi, which is amazing, right? It means you don't really need harsh pesticides because they literally protect themselves. And from the kitchen side of things, Marie-Pierre Moine shows how these same oils are the magic trick to rescuing boring pantry meals. Just a handful of peppery basil can completely transform basic dried pasta and canned tomatoes, or some parsley and chives can breathe total new life into plain green beans and flake tuna.
That brings us to Section 2, choosing your perfect herbs. We're talking curated combinations for literally every kitchen.
I absolutely love this part. You don't need a sprawling backyard for this. The authors introduce these brilliant themed planted pots. Take the Everyday Essentials pot. You've got sage, cilantro, purple basil, oregano, flat-leaf parsley, and thyme. Basically everything you need for typical Western and Mediterranean dishes jammed into one single container. And they map out others too, like a salad herbs box with arugula and tarragon, a Middle Eastern container with spearmint, and even a herbal teas basket. Plus, they detail over 60 herbs in this gorgeous A to Z catalog. Honestly, that section alone is worth the price of admission.
Moving to Section 3, growing herbs with confidence. This is foolproof cultivation for the everyday home gardener.
This section is just so reassuring. You do not need to be an expert. Most of these herbs are surprisingly drought tolerant. But to get that really intense, sun-baked Mediterranean flavor, you absolutely have to have good drainage. And that is where the 50-50 rule comes in. You just mix good, rich garden soil with sand or grit right down the middle, half and half. It creates the perfect environment. They also walk you through everything else, from positioning your pots for the best sunlight to taking cuttings so you can multiply your plants for free.
Okay, but listen, if you only remember one practical tip from this explainer today, let it be this. Always, and I mean always, plant your mint in a pot. Even if you want it out in your main garden, bury it inside a container first. Mint spreads underground using these root systems called rhizomes, and I promise you, if you let it run free, it will aggressively take over your entire garden bed. Consider yourself warned.
All right, Section 4, harvesting and storing smartly. This right here is the missing link to a year-round pantry.
Growing the stuff is only half the battle, right? You don't want all that hard work to just die off when winter hits. Check out this incredibly genius technique for a frozen garlic roll. You just smash whole garlic cloves, wrap them super tightly in plastic wrap so they form this firm little cigar shape, and toss it in the freezer. It stays perfectly fresh for up to 4 months. When you're cooking, you just grab it and shave aromatic slices right into your pan. It's a total game changer. And to build out that winter pantry even more, you've got 2 killer methods for preserving summer flavors. First up, herb ice cubes. Just chop up your herbs, freeze them in water, and then boom, you drop those flavor bombs straight into hot soups or stews all winter long. Alternatively, you can make herb oil mixes. Blend basil and garlic or parsley and thyme with a little olive oil, stash them in freezer bags, and they are ready to hit a hot pan the second you need them.
Finally, we've made it to the reward. Section 5, transforming meals with herbs, bringing it all from the soil to the saucepan. The book gets deep into precise prep techniques, like how coarsely chopped herbs hold up better in slow cooking, while finely chopped ones are perfect for instant dressings. But the real star is this handy pairing matrix. It maps out these bulletproof classic flavor combinations. Like fish goes beautifully with parsley, thyme, lemon peel, dill, and fennel. Poultry loves tarragon and orange peel. It's the perfect cheat sheet when you only have a minute to figure out dinner. And they totally pack this section with gorgeous recipes. Imagine whipping up a vibrant watercress butter that just melts over a piece of grilled fish, or slowly simmering rosemary and garlic and olive oil for an incredible infusion. They've got dry rubs like parsley, tarragon, and lemon thyme for roast chicken. They even show you how to brew fresh German chamomile and bergamot tea right from your window box. And honestly, fresh herbal tea is infinitely more fragrant than the dried stuff because those delicate, volatile compounds haven't evaporated yet.
This book really just proves that the absolute best flavors come from the freshest ingredients grown close to home and used with just a little bit of know-how. Even if you just have one sunny kitchen window, you can completely elevate your everyday meals. So, I want to leave you with this. Thinking back to those curated combos we talked about, which window box are you going to plant first? Are you feeling the everyday essentials, maybe a salad mix, or that herbal tea basket? Think it over, get your hands in some soil, and start cooking. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.